welcome back. Today is Monday, November 3rd. I have your 4 best bets for you in the NBA today. As always, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the page. We have a 9-game NBA slate on this Monday. It is some interesting games. We have some massive spreads. We have some close ones, but some of the close ones are with some teams that we have honestly no clue. Like an example here, one of the closest spreads on the slate. Where is it? Detroit versus Memphis, 235 over under. Fast-paced game. I think this game's gonna be a ton of fun. But both of these teams have been weird to start the season. Pistons have not been what the Pistons were last year. They're really missing out on Beasley. And then Memphis, they're dealing with this Ja Morant news. This team, that game is a weird vibes game all around. I think no matter what play I would pick in that game, it will just go the complete opposite way. But shout out Cedric Collins. He is balling out for the Grizzlies team. They got rid of Desmond Bane. And we'll take this guy from Division 3 and he'll just take over Desmond Bane's role. But we get 2 primetime games here. We got one on Peacock, which they're probably not that bragging about this game. Miami versus Brooklyn. Oh my God, woof. Not Miami versus Brooklyn. Am I right on that? No, I don't think I'm right on that. Yeah, I'm doing this live. We have Minnesota versus Brooklyn on Peacock. They were like, is Anthony Edwards playing in this game? Probably not. We got Bucks versus Pacers. That's always a fun one. The rivalry's back. Miles Turner returning to Indiana after signing in free agency with the Bucks. These two teams hate each other, so that game will be a ton of fun. 235. I wish that was the Peacock game. 5.5-point spread. Washington versus the Knicks. Knicks on a back-to-back, but that game is a 12.5-point spread. We got Boston versus Utah. Danny Ainge coming back with the Jazz to the Garden in Boston, but 10.5-point spread. Watch Lauri Markkanen just continue the Captain Insano run. But I think the Jazz are on a back-to-back. I'm not sure about the Celtics in that game. We get the Battle of Dallas, or Battle of Texas. Mavs versus Houston. 12.5-point spread. No Anthony Davis in that game. Sacramento versus Denver. This game will be a ton of fun. 12.5-point favorite here for Denver. Think the Kings, they're starting to figure it out. They're a little more scrappy. They're letting Zach LaVine do his thing. DeMar DeRozan be late in the clutch. That game could be sneakily really fun. 238 over under, so high scoring game. I think that game is a little closer than what it is. NBA TV, a fun matchup. Portland versus the Lakers, 235. Portland, 3.5-point favorites. Luka Doncic on the road. DeAndre Ayton returning to Portland. Hopefully there's no slick ice on the way there so he can actually get to the game. And then the last game that I kind of forgot about, Miami versus the Clippers, 226. Again, I think this game, I know the Lakers are the Heat are on back-to-back here, but 8.5, I think that's a little too high. Norman Powell, revenge game there, but fun slate. No real primetime games. One's on Peacock, one's on NBA TV. So if you have that, you can go from there. But I got 4 plays here that I absolutely love. And before we jump into today's plays, we got to recap yesterday's action yesterday in the NBA. Ended up going 2-1 in best bets. We were this close from a 3-0 sweep. Karl Anthony Towns had a great first half, finished the game at 20-plus points. Did not shoot as much or got to the foul line as late in that game. Jalen Johnson, you are MVP coming out late in that game. He cashes over with almost just points alone. And then Lauri Markkanen, I appreciate you. The game was a 20-point blowout from the jump, but Lauri Markkanen was making every single shot. It was one of those, I was super impressed. He came back late. The game was a 20 or 30-point spread. He did even play in the fourth quarter and got a bucket, so he got 29-plus points, but thank God, that first half he put up 23-plus points. He looked incredible, and then we were just needing 2 more buckets in the second half. But 2-1 sweep, but I'm not the best up and down kind of week overall, but that was last week. Fresh week here, and it is my birthday today, so nothing better than these birthday lays. These will all hit no matter what. No losers here today. And let's just jump into it. For my first play of the day, kind of forgot it was Miles Turner revenge game here, so I kind of wish I did lean a little more, check more into the stats of the Miles Turner's play, but I'm going with the Bucks point guard here. I love Ryan Rollins to start the season. Probably will be a popular play here in this game, but 235 over under. Milwaukee, 5.5-point spread. I think they're going to do anything they can to let Giannis not do his thing, which has lead up to Ryan Rollins having a great opportunity ahead of him. So it can be Ryan Rollins to get 20-plus points, assists, coming to minus 131 on DraftKings. Indiana, he has a great matchup. Pacers, allowing the most points to the point guard position. He's yet to do it against the Pacers, but if you look at he's 0 for his last 5 against the Pacers, but he's only averaging 7.2 minutes played per game in every single 5 of those games versus the Pacers. Now he has a new role. He's averaging 32 minutes played per game, and it's showing, going over 4 for his last 5 games, averaging 26 points assists with the last 5 games, him having 15, 22, 29, 40, and then 24 points assists. He's this team's star point guard with Kevin Porter Jr. out of the lineup. Without Kevin Porter in the Jr., Kevin Porter Jr. in the lineup, he's gone over 4 for his last 5. So he's the new starting point guard. Even on the road, I'm not that worried. He's gotten this over 1 for his last 2 on the road this season, averaging with 15 and 22 points assists in the last 2 games. Indiana has been getting murdered by point guards as we've known. We've taken a lot of their overs this year. Javon Small had 22. Dante DiVincenzo had 20. D'Lo had 19. Nickeil Alexander-Walker had 24. And then Keaton Wallace, no clue what team he plays for. He had 18-plus points in that game. No Kevin Porter Jr., no problem. Averaging 12 field goal attempts per game, so he is this team's second or third leading scorer on any given night. He's going to have the ball in his hand. AJ Green and Kyle Kuzma are the only other 2 players that take a little more shots than him some games than not. I have him projected at 22 points assists in this matchup here. Last 5 games averaging 6 assists per game, with the last 5 games having 2, 8, 4, 8, and then 8 assists, averaging 12 potential assists per game. So I love that. He's passing the ball. High over-under matchup. Now he has a great matchup with the Pacers, allowing the most points to the point guard position. I think he gets to that 15-point mark. I think he gets that 5 assist mark. So give me Ryan Rollins to go over, not really an over, but 20-plus points assists coming in at minus 131 on DraftKings. Not the best execution there by me at the end. But Ryan Rollins, I think he's going to have a great game. He's the new starting point guard for the Bucks. He should bounce back. And now I'm going to these late games. A lot of the middle games here are some higher spreads here. Again, that Memphis versus Detroit game I like, but I couldn't really find something that I love in that matchup, with both teams kind of been not the best to start this season, but going to a guy that plays better at home. He took his over last week. He didn't cash. I'm back at it like a bad habit, and that's Deni Avdija. That's the NBA TV game here at 9 o'clock. Lakers versus Trailblazers, 235 over under. Luka Doncic is going to keep this game close. This game's 3.5-point spread. And I think Deni Avdija has a great game ahead of him. So give me Deni Ball, former Wizard. Now, I wish the Bulls did draft him back in the day, but I digress. So give me Deni Avdija to go over 21.5 points, coming to minus 108 on FanDuel. He has a great matchup here. The Lakers allowing the 3rd most points to the small forward position, and Deni has been balling, going over 4 for his last 5, averaging 23.2 points per game with the last 5 games, him having 26, 23, 25, 19, and 23. And I bet you can guess the game we took is over. Yeah, the 19-point game. But the last 4 games, he's been balling against the Lakers, going over 2 for his last 4, averaging 21.2 points per game with the last 4 games, him having 13, 19. He wasn't really the star point guard or like this team's main primary ball handler in those first 2 games, but the most recent 2 games, he's had 28 and 25, and 25 was in a game earlier this year, so he loves playing the Lakers, and he's been better at home than he is on the road. Last 3 home games, he's had 20, 26, and 23 points, and then the last home game against the Lakers, he had 28 points in that matchup. I have him projected at 24-plus points here. He's a great matchup. Lakers allowing the 3rd most points to the small forward position. High over-under matchup. Lakers been getting killed by small forwards. Jimmy Butler had 31. Levine, 32. Deni, 25. Jaden McDaniels had 30. KCP had 12. And Yami Yaquez had 31. He has a great spot here at home. So give me Deni Avdija to go over 21.5 points, coming to minus 108 on FanDuel. Jump to my 3rd play of the day. Going to be on the NBA TV game here at 8 o'clock. Kings versus Denver. 236 over under. Denver minus 12 at any time. Nikola Jokic is at home, and we're getting plus money on this. I'm taking advantage of it. So give me Nikola Jokic to get a triple-double, coming in at plus 119 on DraftKings. The Kings allowed the most rebounds to the center position, and Jokic, he's been on fire to start the season, getting a triple-double, 4 for his last 5. He's gotten a triple-double, 4 for his last 5 against the Kings, too. He's super consistent in this matchup here. 100% hit rate at home this season with the triple-double. 51% hit rate last season at home. 50% hit rate at home against the Kings last year. Love that. Last game where he had one triple-double shot where we did take him to get a triple-double in that game. He had 9 assists, 1 assist shy for another triple-double, but he had 21 potential assists in that game. So he could have easily blown out of that number out of half. And centers have had great passing games against the Kings. Vooch just had 7 assists against them in that most recent game. I have him projected at 11 assists, 14 rebounds, and 20-plus points here. Kings, he's gotten a triple-double, 4 for his last 5 against them, 4 for his last 5 overall. He's at home. He's going to continue this hot start to the season. So give me Nikola Jokic to get a triple-double, coming in at plus 119 on DraftKings. To jump into my fourth and final play of the day, going to be in this Miami Heat versus the Clippers matchup, 226 over-under. Clippers, 8.5-point favorite here. And this man, he rested last night for this matchup here, and that's Norman Powell. He has a great matchup here. I think he balls out against his former team. He didn't want to be traded. He thought he was going to set up home in Clipperland, but now he's showing up on the road. He took last night's game off. Fresh legs on this back-to-back. So it's going to be Norman Powell to get 20-plus points, coming in minus 125 on FanDuel. Clippers allow the 9th most points to the shooting guard position, and this is a prime revenge spot for Norman Powell. Taking last games off on a back-to-back where this team came up 10 points shy. They could have used his offensive firepower in this start of the season. He's been great, getting the over 2 for his last 3, averaging 24 points per game. Him having 28, 15, and 29 points in the 3 games he did play this season. He's been injured, but coming back from the injury tonight here, I hope. Still pending, but I bet he will. It's the Clippers' revenge spot. I think he does it overall. Plenty run in as a starter. He's this team's starting shooting guard. He takes the second most shots on this team behind Bam Adebayo, so I'm not worried about shot volume on this team. Team is on a back-to-back, so he will be the fresh legs that they need on this team. I have him projected at 24-plus points, and shooting guards against the Clippers have had great games. Matisse Thybulle had 5, Jimmy Butler 21, Moses Moody had 9, Jordan Poole had 30, and Herb Jones had 11. Shooting guards have had great games against this Clippers team. I think it's going to continue in this prime revenge spot. Norman Powell, we just need 20. So give me Norman Powell to get 20-plus points, coming to minus 125 on DraftKings. And those are my 4 best bets for you in the NBA today. As always, let me know down below what's your favorite play. I always love tailing you guys in the comment section. Shout out to Josh O. Forgot to call you out. Josh O with Brandon Ingram plus points on the comment. He balled the fuck out against the Clippers. Shout out to you, Josh. You've been a tear in the comment section. Love tailing you guys in the comment section. While you're down there, please leave a like and subscribe. Means the world to me. I really do appreciate it. I'm always shocked when not shocked, but I have fun with doing these recordings. I really appreciate the support. It's been fun having another outlet to just talk NBA action, favorite sport to talk about. Plenty of run, 9-game slate. Watch out for tomorrow. We got Tournament Tuesday. I might be a little later. It is my birthday, so I'm going to be going out to celebrate. And no YouTube TV. Today's the first day without Disney on YouTube TV, so I got to go out to a bar to watch a lot of these, watch the football game here tonight. Hopefully having a wonderful day. Keep on smiling. Might have a little same-game parlay as the night goes on when I come back. Might see what I can cook up for a little birthday lay for you guys all. Hopefully having a wonderful day. Keep on smiling, and I will see you in the next one.